Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be a weekly reading in the month of May in regard to your true soul calling. This is the Wild Reflections Tarot cards that I believe I purchased from Amazon if you're interested. And let's get started. Please remember, if you're not interested in knowing about your true soul calling, please come back next week when we'll have a different theme for the readings. But if you stick around, and I hope you do, there is possibly a little nugget for you here, if not the whole reading, maybe a part of it. And so I just love that, you give consideration and an open mind, but you also remember that if it's not your reading, it's not your reading, and that's okay. This is a collective energetic reading for the sign of Cancer. And this is to discover what is your true soul calling, Cancer. The Hanged Man. This is the major arcana attributed to the sign of Pisces, your water cousin. But this energy is willful surrender. This energy is take a time out. This energy is let me think about that. I have decisions, I have things going on in my life, but my true soul calling is that I think about things from an emotional perspective. The Hanged Man is also very significant in the aspect of seeing things from new perspectives. Most of our lives we're upright and we're contemplating things from the head down. But in this aspect, I like to think of this as now we're heart over head. So we're considering our emotional impact about our life's decisions and choices. There is an emotional component to something, and there is this ability for you to be able to see things from a new perspective with a fresh, clean mind, and also to be able to have an epiphany of sorts. It really is like even if it's temporary, let's just call it like a sabbatical. If you leave on a Friday night, you go away from everybody and everything so that you can shift your perspective and your mind and your head, your crown chakra can become illuminated, which is you're going to see things from the most spiritually alive perspective possible. That's Hanged Man energy. Let's find out, how are you responding to this true soul calling of yours, this ability of yours, let's call it. How are you responding right now to that, Cancer? Justice, another major arcana. This is attributed to the sign of Libra. Libra is the only inanimate object in all of the zodiac signs. All the zodiac signs, usually, like your sign in particular, Cancer, you are given this, the crab, the sea crab, crawling along on the beach with your pinchers. That is the Scorpio gets the scorpion. The Pisces gets the fish. The Justice attributed to the sign of Libra, and Libra is the scales, that metal system where the scales are always going to find a way to balance themselves out. If you put a rock in one end, it's going to heighten the other end, and in order for you to find balance in your scales, you've got to put an equal rock in the other side to balance it out. So when things are going along in life, what you tend to do with your ability to detach and see things from new perspectives, that's how you find justice. That's how you find equality. That's how you react to your soul's calling. Let's call it your gift. You react to your life gift with justice, with balance, with equality. You don't ever see things when you go upside down and you look at things with your pure, clear mind. If it doesn't bring you a sense of balance and justice and equality, then you feel like you probably haven't been there long enough. Because I think when you come out of your hanged man status, I think you really do see things from a fair perspective. That's how you're responding. Let's find out, how can you unblock whatever might be stopping you from achieving your true soul calling? How can you unblock? Eight of Wands. This is an energetic, fast, rapid movement. It usually means phone calls and text messages and emails and communication back and forth, back and forth. This is how you're going to unblock. If you feel like you're blocked in any way from Hanged Man, Eight of Wands is what's going to unblock you from achieving the ability to go be by yourself, to go think about things until you've achieved equality. Eight of Wands is fast, rapid, quick moving communication. Let's grab the Soha Mystic Tarot cards and find a little clarification here for you, Cancer. Why is the Hanged Man Cancer's true soul calling? Why is the Hanged Man Cancer's true soul calling? The Two of Pentacles and another Pisces energy, but also you, because you're ruled by the moon, Cancer. So the moon energy here, it almost says to me, this is truly Cancer. This ability to hanged man yourself, to turn yourself upside down, to see things from every angle. It allows you to uncover mysteries, the moon, to uncover secrets. You know, the moon energy tends to mean that there are things beyond our physical eyes that are only going to be able to be known by somebody who delves into that. And what better way than to hanged man yourself so that you can see the moon. The moon is the spiritually mysterious, the unknown, the secrets. It really is mysteries of life. The moon is very shadowed, and it's everything that happens behind the scenes. And when you go upside down into your hanged man, I think that you see that. And you know, this Two of Pentacles it's very interesting because you're always juggling, and you know, there we go back to this balancing act. I think it's interesting that the same kind of characters are on both cards. In order for you to keep your level head, this Two of Pentacles says you're always juggling physical reality and spiritual reality. You're always trying to find that equilibrium, that justice, the equality, the fair, the balanced. When you're trying to just operate in, I think, Cancer, you are such a spiritually in touch, in tune sign, personally. I think that you try very hard to walk that tightrope and keep your physical reality and your spiritual reality balanced. The only way you can really tap in, tune in, turn on to the truth, justice, is to hang man yourself. That way you can see all that moon energy that you need to see in order for you to keep yourself perfectly balanced and upright. Let's clarify the justice. Why is justice here for Cancer? Three of Swords. Oh, yeah, and the strength energy. This is also, the strength energy is attributed to the sign of Leo. And what I was going to say is it's also very indicative of the justice energy because it's the taming of the beast within. In order for you to not come out into the world rip-roaring like a lion and attacking those that you think are guilty or wrong or whatnot, you pull yourself back. You maintain a sense of justice within yourself, even though you definitely have reasons to want to attack and be ferocious like a lion. Three of Swords is a very painful remembrance. It's mental. It's not like physically happening to you right now. It's not emotional heartbreak right now. It is the remembrance of when your heart has been broken. And that pain, that remembering of that pain, keeps your lion in check. Because if you were to let your lion out of the cage whenever you remember this painful stuff, I mean, you would probably demolish whatever it is that's in front of you. But you keep your ego in check. And you're always being very gentle and graceful with your pride and your ego. You're very, very attentive to keeping that animal inside of you at bay. You have every reason to probably want to come uncorked, but you don't, because you're all about justice. You're all about truth. You're all about fairness and equality. You don't give where it's not due, and you don't let your ego get out of check. Let's find out about the Eight of Wands. Why is the Eight of Wands how Cancer can unblock what is stopping them from achieving their true calling? The Eight of Wands is that fast, rapid, quick communication, and that's how you're going to unblock. So why is that here? The King of Pentacles, and these are sticky. The Three of Wands. So your fast, rapid, quick moving communications are what's going to unblock you from not being able to achieve your true soul calling, because you're always thinking of what's in the future, what's on the horizon for you. It's never really about the here and the now. You're always thinking ahead, thinking forward, and it's always about what's going to be the best for you to become the master of your physical reality, of your health, your wealth, your money, your time. It is very masculine energy, and it is take charge energy as far as your pentacles, anything to do with your physical world. And in order to unblock yourself from being in touch with your true calling, you're going to keep your focus fixed on your future. And that future has to do with mastering your coin, your physical world. Cancer, this is your reading. Let's grab the Moonology Oracle cards. These are all based on the phases of the moon. And those phases, they affect us. I have a little jumper here. Let me grab that for you. And this is going to be your energy. It's the South Node. It's don't let your past hold you back. And that speaks very strong towards that Three of Swords that I mentioned earlier. You're not going to be ruled by your pain. You're not going to let your past hold you back. I would look up what happens when the moon is in the South Node. This is your message, Cancer. Thank you for being a part of the channel. This is Spicy Sunflower Tarot. I'm on TikTok and on YouTube, and your likes and your follows, your subscribes and your shares, your comments, always welcome. Thank you very much. Be blessed and be well.